numbers, Bunseki, what I think is gonna do, who is gonna be the best, the reason why, not because I'm an OB of DNA Pacers. For me, it's gonna be Yusho this year. So I'd like to talk about the standings right now. From the beginning of the season until now, this is what we got: Hiroshima Carp, Hanshin Tigers, Kyojin Dragons, Yakuruto DNA. My prediction at the beginning was A class was Giants, Hanshin, DNA Pacers. That was my prediction at the beginning. So a lot of people always say, Rami-chan, you should predict DNA Pacers to be the usual because you were Kantoku for DNA Pacers, but yeah, sonagoto nai. I predict based on the numbers, Bunseki, what I think is gonna do, who is gonna be the best, the reason why, not because I'm an OB of DNA Pacers. I'm a big fan DNA Pacers. I'm a big fan of DNA Pacers, but I also know the weakness and the strength of DNA Pacers. So for me, it's a different story. So let's talk about Korekara, who is going to be the winner. For you, it's Giants. Guys, this is my prediction. Okay, I'm going to give you my prediction. So I'm going to move over these guys. This is my prediction for this year.
Yes.
yes. No. I'm not predicting the Giants to win because I also am an OB of the Tokyo Giants, but I think that Tokyo Giants have one of the best teams, have the best catcher in Japan and NPB, have the best closer. So have the really good relievers, and they have the best right now the best Yoban Bata in MPB has the Tokyo Giants, which is Okamoto. All right, so that being said, Yomiuri Giants for me is gonna be Yusho this year. Now DNA Pacers, it will be better, and one thing is DNA Pacers in the Koryusen always do good. So DNA Pacers will go up. And then after the Koryusen, DNA Pacers should be an A class around here, DNA Pacers. And then from there, take it to the second place. That's what I think. Now Hanshin Tigers, they're doing good, very good. I think are consistent, but not enough to win the championship. So I think of number 3. Hiroshima, as always, up and then big drop. So expect the Hiroshima late to drop down. Unfortunately, Yakuruto, I have to say this, but Santana, Ozuna, and also Murakami, they're not producing the way they should, so therefore, Choto Musugashi for Yakuruto Swallows. And Chunichi Dragons, not bad, but now Hosokawa's not hitting Yoban, he should hit Yoban, but he's not. Then Chochi Warui, then everybody now is Chochi Warui because of the lineup is changing, so I think our last place for Chunichi Dragons.
なるほどね。大丈夫？巨人といいですか？これ今言っちゃうんだ。
This is with the magic number, ne? ある。これ I think there will be a big gap. I would say maybe 8 games. I think that Kyojin has we will see Kyojin going between 7 and 8 games winning streak, easy at some point, maybe once or twice. Yeah, which is kind of hard for these teams to.
カープは今撮影時点で首位ですけど、どの辺から落ちてきますか？
I would say during the call you're saying I think a Carp will start going high. At this point I'm gonna give at least 2 more weeks, 10 days, 10 games, and then the Giants will be in the first place. Especially now, Cabbage is coming back. He needs a little bit of time to get used to again and stuff like that, get the rhythm. So yeah, the pitching stuff, maybe get Togo back, start pitching better, things like that. I think that the reliever have done a great job. So to have the complete team by the Koryusen, the Giants will have a complete team, I think.
伸びしろがね、あるんですよ。ジャイアンツは room to improve.
Yeah, a lot of room to improve. you know, they have been winning without, you know, with young pitchers, right? They haven't really showed their number one, number two. They lost to Gano, Towas and Nigun, you know, things like that. So once they start getting these guys back, you know, I know Hernandez and Cabbage. Hernandez is going to Nigun. Cabbage is coming back. So having those two guys in the lineup is going to be, by the Koryu saying, that should be the lineup with Cabbage and Fernandez in the lineup, Okamoto. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
ラミちゃんに一つ物申したいんですけどいいですか。
はい。
広島、
はい。
秋山選手、坂倉選手が怪我してて今ファームです。とあと若手で田村選手、田又選手っていうのが今出てきてていいバッター慣れてくると。あとモンテロ、広島も実は伸びしろがあるんですよ、ピッチャーも先発はいるし後ろがね、まあ巨人ほどではないんですが、というところはどうですか。
I don't think Hiroshima is bad at all. I think Hiroshima will, you know, stay in the maybe first place a little bit. But when I watch Hiroshima's game, I see a lot of miss, and not only Hiroshima's team, but I see a lot of miss on the other team. Like they should have done it this different way, this right here. So Hiroshima got lucky. You know, it's not that they're better than the other team, it's just that the other team didn't play the right way. I see a lot of that. That's why once the teams are playing better, I think, you know, Hiroshima will drop. You know, but I agree with you. Those players are, you know, they're pretty good players. They're coming up.
さすが監督目線。すごいね。すごい。
でもラグさん
はい。
去年もジャイアンツはセ・リーグ優勝しましたけど、CS で DNA に負けましたよね。今年大丈夫ですか？
I don't see any team beating Kyojin in the Central League for, you know, becoming a Japan, you know, best team in the Central League. I don't see any team beating. You know, DNA Bases won last year. At the last game, hit by Maki, right? You know, it's going to be tough for this year to lose Yakuten against the Giants. If the Giants are winning by the 7th inning, forget about it. Game over. If it's tight, believe me, that was going to stay tight for a while. It's not going to see too many games like that. 例えばね、like last night's game, DNA Bases versus Hanshin Tigers. All right, so 2-2 game. 9th inning, Yasu comes into the game. But if you look at the record of Yasuaki in the last couple of years, Bogyoritsu in Yokohama Stadium is sugoi, very high, right? So there is a high possibility Hanshin Tiger will score in that position, right? So Aoyama hit a home run. So people ask, hey, Mata Yasu. Well, I think that's Yasu's not Yasu's fault. You know, in this kind of situation, maybe Yasu should have pitched earlier, or she should not pitch late in that kind of situation, you know. So that will happen again with especially DNA Bases or the other teams.
なるほど、そうですね、確かにそうですね。
ラミさん、その元監督目線でポストシーズンみたいな短期決戦で戦う上で大事なことって？
You know, it's you know, of course, the strategy you have to build is not easy thing. Before we go into the strategy, you have to have the players who can compete in a short series. If you don't have the players, you know, anybody can I mean, coach, manage the Tokyo Giants right now because they have a good team. They have all the players. But, you know, to manage Dragons, you have to be a strategy, you know. That's a different game, right? So to go into those series like that is tough. It's tough. Right? You have to go the moment. You have to leave the moment. That being said, anything can happen in baseball. But when it looks to the numbers and the teams, definitely Giants have the best team in MPB right now. At this moment, MPB, not only centrally, MPB, Tokyo Giants have the best team. Joban Bata for the Tokyo Giants, definitely this guy. Yeah, Saicho Kara, no problem. Sanju home run, yeah, no problem in the MPB. Yeah, these guys really, you know, good hitter.